Hey guys, this is lavaTHORN. Welcome back to Minecraft. I am down in the red zone, the second layer here. And I've expanded out a little bit. I'm trying not to worry too much about being close to this. I'm going to do as much as I can. But I've decorated it. I finished the ceiling. This is the library side because it has these things. There is waterlogged shriekers next to them. Underneath them, and I'm going to put lava in them. Here, I'll showcase that right now. So there's two things. This one, no, that's not what I want. Put this in here, and every time you walk or make noise, it'll set that one off. So if you crouch, if you actually take some, I think it's supposed to do if you take damage. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. This one, however, has a bug, and I think I'm just going to leave the bug in. Oh, I don't want that. Because, I mean, I think I can fix it with some wool, but I don't know if I want to fix it. So, it's right next to this line, and every time a creature goes by, like a skeleton or zombie, it sets it off. So it toggles itself on and off, and I kind of want to keep that, because I think it'd be kind of funny if, like, you think you set it off and it didn't. So getting in here is kind of a big deal, because it has these guys here. And I'm going to put some sort of treasure in one way or another where you can get lapis to enchant stuff. Like if you get fire protection, that'd be really helpful, I think. But then there's some down here too, just for decoration sake. There's also a berry bush and get extra food in here. Otherwise, it's just, I mean, there's crafting tables, but I don't think there's a point to using crafting tables. But yeah, I've micro blocks. I love the enchantment table one. And a little bit of like, I made this room more like, you know, all of the rarities from the overworld. Look at his head. And then I got an armor stand here pointing. Just odds and entities of like overworld stuff. But the actual main area, I kind of have these tall sticks with redstone torches. And I placed them exactly enough that it's all lit, but it's still kind of dark. For example, if I take off my lantern, it gets pretty dark in here. Now, if I go F1, it lights it up just slightly a bit, but let's put this back on because it really helps out. But here they got some rare ores on the shelf over here, a couple heads, but mostly like, hey, here's a collection of rare stuff. There's a berry bush here, and there's a berry bush way over here in this corner, as I've shown you guys in other videos. Yeah. I had to put lanterns above them, otherwise they don't work. I guess still got to finish up the walls, make them, you know, with this stuff and the cracked. And then this room obviously like is falling apart. It has the magma and the soul sand, which makes it very difficult to walk in. So, but that's because it has the enchanters. They're kind of special rooms. Well, these normal rooms are just normal floor. I got decorations. This chest is going to be one that has treasure in it. These ones will not. So there'll be some false ones and some good ones. But I kind of like little storage tables. See in the center, storage tables. And then obviously ones along the side. They have decorations and some rarities here and there. And then of course up the upper floor I did the double bushes. I decided instead of bushes I'm going to do the warts. So that's why I got warts here. That's kind of like their plant. Oh! I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oh my gosh. Am I alive? Whew. Okay. Let's get some food. Oh, I didn't mean to place that. Whew. That was scary. I barely survived that. Let's put my armor back on so that doesn't happen too often. Oh, look. Right in my shoulder. Okay. Anyways, let's head back down to this one. This one's the other side one. This one will be easier to get to because you can climb back up to it. Oh, crap. I'm going to die again. Oh, I'm okay. So this one now, I have a wall of heads. Like they've killed trophy, like some trophies, TNT, and just so this is the wall of heads as well as some barrels that has like food and stuff in it. And then of course just more decorations. They like to have mushrooms as decorations. It's like wooden potted plants around for them. And then of course more of the warts and yeah. Oh, that skeleton is trying to get me so bad. I missed that pot there. Let's go grab a mushroom. Hi, excuse me. Don't mind me. There we go. Yeah, get out of my way. Let's get a mushroom and put it in that little pot real quick. But yeah, I really like the 2 tall redstone torches. They look really nice. Especially these little table ones in the center. I placed them around where they're like exactly enough, and then I just kind of made it work. So yeah, this one has the wall of heads, trophies, and then the other room, which we were just at, has the ores. So me and Rogue were messing around with dogs, wolves, and if I have these tamed and he breeds them, it pops out a baby that's owned by me, which is problematic. As far as I understand, if there is at least one of them tamed, the last one you feed is the one that the baby becomes owner to. So the Beastmaster might have to be cancelled. I'm gonna see if Pixel Riff or Zoom Avoid is on Twitch tomorrow during the day, and maybe join their stream and see if them or their account managers have a way around this. For anyone to breed a wolf and it becomes owner to them, whether they're wild or whatever. I'm going to see if they have a way around that, but I don't think there is, which you might have to nix this. I do have an idea to replace it. So the cultist is going to have 2 stone swords, one with knockback and one with fire aspect. I'm thinking of doing a cleric, which has a stone sword with smite, which will be really nice. And then maybe like a golden apple, or maybe we will do ender pearls or something else. Or we could even do another shield as well. But I'm going to do a cleric class either way, but it'll replace the Beastmaster if the Beastmaster doesn't work, which will give us 2 melee, 2 range, and 2 magic ones. So we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can get with Anthony and see if he wants to donate like barrels of potions, or maybe we can work something out and buy a bunch and get an alchemist one going too. I gotta figure out exactly what for that though, because that can be a little harder. I don't want them just having 2 potions and that's it. So stack or something. Okay, I did it. I worked on some redstone. Let's hit this a few times. Just randomize our button a little bit so I don't know which one it is. I'll explain. It'll make sense in a second. Let me go over to here. So this is gonna be all hooked up to the door. And right now, this one's just auto set to on, so we're not gonna worry about that. So right now, we only need 1 button and press for this AND switch. So let me go press the button and show you guys, and then I'll explain the redstone. Let me get over there. A big part of like you know, dungeons or Dungeons and Dragons, like tabletop RPGs, is you have encounters, which are like combat and puzzles, stuff like that. You have interactions, which is going to be lore and story and stuff like that. And then you have exploration. And this is the part where I'm really wanting to do some heavy exploration. And that's going to be hard without like making it really big. So part of that, oh man, this is embarrassing. Let me just hop on up. It's fine. Is the button pressing. So right now the door is locked. Let me remove this. I don't need this anymore. So let's go down to this one. I forget which button it is. We'll just press them all. I might see if I can come up with a penalty system where if you press like the wrong button, it disables it if it's already been activated. Let's see if that opened the dungeon or not. Oh, I missed. It's fine. Nope. Okay, so let's go down. Okay. Button. Button. Oh, these ones are devious because there's no lava in it yet, but... button. 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 If I don't press it twice, because then it'll cancel it out. Honestly, I think maybe it's... Oh yeah, there are some in here. Okay. Maybe it's that one then. I forget which button it is. Oh, did I even hit that one? Yeah, I probably hit it twice. Oh no, it's probably ruined now. Oh, it opened! Okay, so now it's opened. And one of the buttons pressed. But you're gonna... So each time it'll randomize between... There's only a couple of those that work. But I'm going to have 2 buttons pressed. So if one... I might put some lamps here. So if one is on, it like lights up or something. And let me explain the redstone, because it's... Oh my gosh, it melted my brain. And it's really not even that complex, a redstone. So this randomizes if we... Let's... Oh, I don't want to go down here. And all this does is randomize between 2 buttons. The door is hooked up to this switch right here, which If the button isn't pressed, the door closes. So that's just inverted. And then we run over here to this AND gate. This is just for my visual, but this AND gate, you need both inputs to be powered for it to power the middle section. So right now that's happening, and I have some flip-flop oh, where am I? Falling down into the nether. Let's cover that up. Okay, and so both these are T flip-flops. They just have some droppers and hoppers, and basically there's a stick in them, and the stick cycles through, and then it stops. And if the stick's in here, it says, hey, there's a stick in here, let's power. But if you go and press it, the stick goes in here, and it's like, oh, hey, it's not being powered, don't send it. And yeah, so we have this input here, which is put down to these two pistons. So that randomizer switches this up. So and these are two button inputs that go all the way down to the dungeon. I don't want to show which buttons are which, that's why I pressed a bunch. They're in different areas, so it still takes a bit of work. So when you press one of those buttons, it sends a signal down this line, and if it's blocked, it doesn't go on further through. If it's not blocked, it goes through and it powers this, which is basically going boop, or in this case, the opposite. And then if both of these have been powered with these flip-flops, it'll send a signal through and open the door. So I'm going to have 4 buttons, which only 2 will work. And I want to do a second door with a second system, and I'm kind of running out of redstone because like the redstone is just taking over. So I might redesign the whole redstone and build like a bus line on the edge. It goes all the way around because it's just getting kind of convoluted. But yeah, it works. I like it that it works. It's simple. I think I understand it enough. And it adds kind of a puzzle to the game. Button pressing puzzle. So, after banging my head on the wall for about 20 minutes straight, I was able to figure out some loot for chests. So let's go into the dungeon. I have this one, this chest here. There's nothing in it. Okay, so that chest is there. There's 3 others. I got 4 of them set up. When you first enter the dungeon, I haven't quite figured out exactly how, but you're going to touch a pressure plate or press a button, open it, then it closes after, but something that's a one-time toggle, which is represented by this button. This button is kind of our you enter the dungeon button. Behind the chests are droppers, not dispensers, which I put like 1,000 times, but droppers, and there is a difference. So if I just look back here, there's actually a hopper connected to a dropper, another hopper, and a barrel. So I can have this thing completely full, and then the barrel completely full, so I really don't have to restock them. It only has 5 items in it because the hopper only has 5. Otherwise, it would get clogged and not work right. I think. I don't know. Don't ask me. But yeah, so there's our bread. Yay! And then we're going to run along. There is one in the library. Oh, this one's tons full. I haven't checked it in a bit. I've been experimenting a bunch. This one's over here. And look, some rotten flesh. Yay! We get some berries over here while we're at it. We are going to run up to this barrel and get our lemon slice. Okay, so I have these chests, and like here's one. So I need to color code these, but I have this line, which is the button line. I'm going to call it the red line. And then I have this one, which is the birch line, not this one. This one here. That's the starter one. That's kind of like our main line. I've attached all of the crates to that one too. So I have some going. This one goes to the top. And when you activate, it's supposed to activate all those. Well, it does activate all those. Redstone. Redstone's so easy, guys. Just, oh, right, I got these here to test it. Okay, light off. Light off. Door's open. Okay. Oh, first off, this one's not connected to anything, so this one always has to be on. Anyways, though, so the main line is also connected. I think is going to be, it's not, but it will be connected to this line. This line, so when you exit the dungeon as well as when you enter, I'm going to have it double check and reset the door both times just to be sure. But let's say the door is open, which it is. There we go. And you die or complete the maze or whatever, you know. And then you go and restart it. You will come over here, like you'll go through and then this will toggle. That will then reset both of these. Redstone line goes up and over. And push into these and just toggle them both off. So now the door is closed. However, let's say you die. You don't get either buttons, you die, and then you reset the dungeon again. That will open them up, right? Nope. See, that line doesn't do anything. What I have is a fancy thing called a redstone comparator. Set in off mode? I don't know. But what it said was off mode will compare this line, which is 3 strong, to this line, which is 2 strong. Yeah, this one's stronger. It has a redstone strength of, I don't know, but this many. So it's stronger. It's brighter. It's like checking out the brightness. It's like, oh my gosh, that one's a lot brighter. This one's 1 dimmer, and it's like, oh, if this one is stronger, it's like, nope, sorry, no access. You don't get in. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But if the door is open, which we will simulate right here, boop, boop. There we go. Oh well, we gotta turn this off. It just auto, like, that's what we call a loop. Okay, so now the door is open. Oh, come on, you were just open a second ago. This one. Redstone's easy. It's super easy, guys. Okay, the door is open. This AND gate is activated, and it's opening the door, which also sends a signal over here to say, hey, turn this off. So now this has a signal strength of poopy poor, of 0, of no brightness, it's darkness. It's like, oh, nothing. And this is nothing, so obviously, you know, but since it's nothing, it'll compare this one, and it's like, oh, that one's much brighter than the nothing one. I'll let it through. You can pass. You can collect $200. Goes through and up and over, and it resets both of these. And then it turns this on, obviously, and it doesn't let it through anymore. But either way, it's just going to be a button. And that's how that little fancy thing works. Oh my gosh. It took me like forever to figure that out. I'm telling you guys. It works in my brain, and that's all that matters. But one thing I might do, obviously not now, but when it's all complete, I might take all the redstone and, oh my gosh, whatever. I might make like a bus system with each line. I'm thinking, you know, we have the start line. Let's say this is called that white, like white wool, white start line, which will run down, and then we have all the chest lines. We call them the brown line. And then we have the button line. We'll call that the red line. All the things for the buttons. And we could have, you know, different colors for each type of button. You know, pink, purple, red, magenta. And then we have the end, the gate line, which is just at this end part here. And then we could have a different color. Let's call that one just black. And then we could have the end line too. We'll just say blue or whatever. And we could have those all running across, so it's easy to access and they just run off. But I'm going to wait till I get it all the way completed, just because it's such, like, that's just not the way my brain works. My brain is chaotic and and there's no organization. It just figures out how to make it work, and then we can organize it later. Okay, guys, I have Train here. He has, oh, let me grab you a shield just a sec. Okay, Train, here's your shield. Ready? Again, no placing blocks, no breaking blocks. You can use berry bushes and chests. You can use the enchanting table. There is lapis. Right now, all he has to do is open the final door. He does not actually fight the things. And then he wins. It's just a mock test run. This one's auto-enabled. You can see it's dark. So he has to find the one out of the 2 random buttons to enable, and he wins. So I removed the ladders from here. So yeah, there they are floating, and same with the other side. And I moved my little cobblestone path. He cannot use this. That's just temporary. I should have closed it up, but it's all good. As soon as he's ready, I'm going to have him do a test run, and we will follow him with the cheater cam to see how well he does. I just had him do the night class because that's easiest to grab stuff for. I was talking to Sly Slime on Twitch, super cool guy. And I was asking him about the dogs, and he doesn't think there's a way around that. Well, his workaround was to have at least one dog that's owned by every person already here, which is feasible, but just kind of out of the question. So I asked Pixel Riffs, but he kind of didn't answer. But he had a lot of people on his Twitch. I'm gonna try Zoom Avoid and Doc, and if they both can't think of something either, I'm just gonna cancel it. But I don't have high hopes for it. I've already kind of in my mind gotten rid of it. I already started getting the cleric ready. You can see with the yellow hat, which would be a bummer because it was to have a pet would be really cool. So yeah, okay. Well, I'll come back to you guys as soon as train is ready. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna follow cam him. He's already down in the underground nether, or the underworld. The underworld is what we're gonna call it. Yeah, don't use that. No, 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 no. Checking barrels for loot. Yeah, those don't have anything in them. The wall of heads. The funny thing though is if he finds the button, presses it, gets lost, come back and presses it again, it'll turn it off. So he has to be careful. Oh, he's eating rotten flesh. Interesting. I guess use that first, and then you can use the good food. Or unless that's the only food he's gotten. He's gonna have to go down to come back up. Good. I like that. This is good because I know the dungeon very well, but I like people that like aren't familiar with it. If they wander around, check stuff out, hopefully spawning more stuff in here. Oh, there are some bad lights on in here I'll have to fix, but he's not going to be fighting them in this run, so. Okay, he's gone down into the caverns. Or I don't know, that's what I'm calling them, the caves. Oh, look, he's fighting them for experience. See, I want to keep a couple of those open, so like if you do want to get a little experience if you find some lapis, you can come over here, fight these guys to kind of get a really nice enchant. Like you could do that for a run if you wanted. Since I'm not next to him, I don't have any sound. That's fine. Oh, he's gone into the skeleton water world. This thing, like, it doesn't start spinning up till you get there, which is a big old bummer. This is the way up for you, though, train. Oh, crap. He's got the skeleton horde after him. Nope, that's a fake hole. I haven't finished that yet. You gonna... Yep, there you go. Over to the side. You got it, buddy. There's the caves. The snow caves that don't have any snow in them yet. Avoid those skeletons. Okay. Now, he has wandered around this a little bit, so he should know that, like, this is the way out, because I've told him that before. Let's see if he can find it, though, because it is very, very easy to miss. Yep, he already missed it. So if you fall down here, you're dead. Like I said, I'll probably put some water there. Oh, did I already lose him? Oh, there he is. Whew. No, wrong way, train, wrong way! Oh, it's okay. He's going back down in the water. He is lost. Oh, those skeletons are going to murder him. Don't get hit by the skeletons! Oh, use that shield. Yeah, smart. Oh, train, you're doing amazing, train. Oh, without Depth Strider, it is hard. Get out of there. I think he doesn't have any food. There are 4 chests that should have stuff in them. And berry bushes. Although there's none down here. I haven't finished this, so... If he goes back up to the red, he can get some berry bushes up there. There should be 2 or 3 up there. Which is right here. It's easy to miss that, too. Oh, did he fall to his death? Oh, no. Here he is. I know, that's such a tease. That one's such a tease. Train, I'm so sorry. Oh! Okay. Good job. Let me end the recording. Thanks, train. Very good. Okay, guys, so I was just dropping some stuff off, as you can see here. Just need to clear my inventory. But, okay, I got some big inspiration. It's kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know, I just started... I thought, you know, this is going to be Nether, and then I want to do some ice caves, and I thought I was just kind of like digging around and to do some of the redstone, and I came across way up here, actually not that far up here, a amethyst cave, a crystal cave, and I'm like, what if down in the dungeon area they were like, there's crystals and they're mining them, crystal mining, because, you know, I could do ores. I want to do a mine would be cool, but what if instead of like ores it was crystals, a cool fantasy crystal cavern? And so I just started placing a few things, and oh my gosh, it's so it just like took me, and I've been spending the last like 4 hours, I think, on it. It's not perfectly done. I might tweak a little bit, but here we go. Okay, so let me get. I got this. This is temporary. I'm gonna remove that. But let me get a torch out. I didn't want it to be too bright. I wanted some spots to be kind of dark, like it's half abandoned. Maybe it's been let go, or they haven't been here in a while, and the crystals have come back overgrown, or they started exploring it and then they ran out. But okay, so a few design things. I have the crystals here, which obviously I don't have the budding ones. I just have the blocks and then the whatever these are called. The actual little crystal bits. And what I did was I put some crystals around and I kind of tried to encase it in calcite a bit to make it pop and stand out, because that's what they normally do anyways. I didn't have the basalt stuff because that at that point it's getting to be too much. These are going to be small little bits, but yeah. So here's this back spot here. This is the spot you can come up here and look inside the little tunnel a little bit if you're being secretive. But here it looks like there's a bit out piece over here, and it kind of grew underneath the path. They're like probably digging a path and like, oh, so you know they had to like get the crystals out. Maybe the ones here have already been mined out. They got a couple barrels. I might go through and put a few shards in all the barrels to kind of give the story a little bit, but and then they got kind of a workstation over here where they're chopping bits up and cutting them and shipping them off. Here's a full-on crate that's been. Well, I love these little crates I made, and then I put little lanterns with a block behind it. Okay, the other thing I did was the floor was deep slate, tile, and brick, and cracked bits. I might adjust it a bit more, but it's workable for now. Okay, and then I got to work down in this area still. I haven't got on this, but I really wanted to show you guys what I have, because I do want to work that into the mines as well and transition into the snow caves. So here we got, you know, they had to build a little bridge here because this is starting to fall apart. There wasn't much ground below. But then there's a huge one here. So they started getting a workstation here and put some more stuff over here, some water and all that. And I love that one. So that one turned out really nice. Okay, moving on. And then they started working over here, putting some barrels and stuff. And I got it kind of like this. Maybe there was an explosion or a mishap. Or maybe it just wasn't finished. But then down in here, they got a few more caves, crystals, just some little bits where it just kind of cuts on through. Look how deep it gets down there. You can get stuck down here a little bit, I think. If you're not careful, you got to do like some crouch jumping to get out. So be careful there. And then there's a little bit here. Look, there's even a little piece right here that's sneaking on through. So I love it. It feels very much alive. And then for the ceiling and the floor, I was just doing raw deep slate. And then I was doing the cobbled a bit, because you can't do staircase and raw for slabs and stairs, just to give it some texture, not be so flat. And that would kind of have like little spires and spikes. A good example of that is right over here, this. I put some on it to make it really jet out a bit. And even like down over there, you can see a little bit jetting out to kind of break it up a bit. You can kind of tell a little bit here and there. It kind of makes it, even that needs some more, just kind of make it natural. And then I use spruce wood and dark oak planks to kind of make it the infrastructure of where they've been building and making sure it doesn't collapse it on them. And kind of building up. And then of course the zombie spawner grinder thing is right up in here. So that, and then I haven't finished this yet. I might do blackstone or something else, but as they're mining, they break open and find some sort of old ancient relic. I want this to be very much pristine like it is, with a flat ceiling, just a little bit of old. Uh-oh, they're already getting me. Okay, come on guys. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do a video. Come on. Jerks. Let me hide over here, then I'll... Oh, they're after me. Let me kill them real quick. Okay, there we go. Got him. All done. Those guys are rough. Let me just free cam over here. That way, this is kind of like an old ancient relic or some sort of monument or something. I very much want it to look different or unique versus the mine. So symmetrical and pristine and all that. While this is... You know, these mines are kind of like old and half abandoned or breaking up or whatever. I might do a few more details, but oh, they just look so good, the crystal caves. I really didn't have a plan of what I wanted to do, and then it just hit me, and it turned out so well. If you guys are doing builds and you have like some room and you're not quite sure what to do with it and you get a little bit of inspiration, go for it. Just start placing a building, and if it turns out good, cool. If it doesn't, don't worry about it and just replace. I've had things where I kind of start placing them like this doesn't look good and I cancel. For example, on my walls, I started doing some lanterns and I'm going to eventually remove those. But yeah, so we've made some significant progress. We've done some redstone because redstone's so easy. A lot of redstone. We had a little bit of test with train. We've got a lot of work done on the nether area and the crystal caves. I gotta do chests and buttons down in the crystal caves, but I want to start working on the snow caves next. If you guys don't remember what the snow caves were, let me go down to there. Ooh, let me avoid that guy. Is if you get down to here, oh, watch out, skeleton, and come through the side here. Oh, let me make it. These expansive caves. Oh, what am I stuck on? Here, I want to make these into the snow caves, like ice and snow and all that. And they actually, I think, do connect up. Oh, look, they even, okay, I might have to need to cover some of that, but they do connect up down here. Maybe I'll leave that, I don't know. But they kind of connect up down here with these mines, so this will be the mines that will transition a little bit into the snow caves. But I'm not going to have much structure here. It's going to be actually more of natural caves of snow, ice, and stone and stuff. I'm not quite sure what. I might just play around with it to get it going. And then the other thing I really want to do is... Oh, I already lost the cave. Let's see if we can get back to where we were with the skeleton relic, which I think is... Yeah, down here. Okay. Is the other side... Don't get me, skellies. Oh, this water... Let me eat a little bit. I think that's my last food. Is I want to... I'm going to have to make it myself, but I want to make some more caves over here too. There's nothing really connected to. Maybe that one, but that one's kind of too small. And then connect it back up to another area too. Let me get out of here before these skellies get me. Oh, there's one right there. Because I got no food. They will kill me and I'll lose all my stuff. Oh, let me get out of here. So yeah, I definitely got my work cut out for me, but I've made some significant progress and I'm really liking it. So let me know what guys... Excuse me, I can't talk straight. Let me know what you guys think of the Nether Underground. Whatever. I don't even know what to call this. I just call it the Red Rooms. Let me know what you think of the Red Rooms and the Crystal Caves. I love the Crystal Caves. They're my new favorite. I still got to do the crypts too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas for traps or redstone little bits to add in or things, or anything, even the class, put it in the comment. Hit my up on the Discord. And I can't even talk, I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm going to end it there and get a video out and try and keep on working on this for the next week. But appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate you watching it. It always makes me feel so happy that people are watching these things and getting some enjoyment out of them. So hopefully I can keep on doing that for you. And you guys have a great night and a great weekend.